गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है। आज मैं भारत में जो सेमीकंडक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करने की जो प्रयास है उसके बारे में विश्लेषण करना चाहता हूँ। टुडे आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट द एफर्ट्स टू मैन्युफैक्चर electronics in India and especially semiconductor and semiconductor fabs in India. India has made great strides in assembling cell phones. Nokia was the first one to start a cell phone manufacturing plant near Sriperumbudur in Chennai. That plant since went defunct and was taken over. But Samsung and several other people have been manufacturing cell phones in India. The current government, through the Production Link Incentive Program, has been trying to push the manufacture of high end electronics in India. It has also tried to bring in semiconductor manufacturing into India. With that respect, it announced a PL production linked incentive schemes and subsidies for chip manufacturing. The first of the block to announce a chip manufacturing facility was a deal between Vedanta and Foxconn. But the problem is that Vedanta is struggling to raise cash. This is public knowledge. It has been stripping Hindustan Zinc of whatever cash that is there in form of dividends. Vedanta has a peculiar problem. Most of its debt is in dollars and pound sterling in its parent, which is listed in London, while most of its revenue, more than 50% of its revenue, comes from India, and the rest also comes from emerging markets in forms of commodity. Because of the rising interest rate scenario, not only in the United States, but also in England and Europe, Vedanta's bonds have become almost near junk status. Vedanta's 100% promoter stake in the Indian subsidiaries has been pledged. That the promoters own 68% of the company, it has been pledged 100%. The huge dividend declared by Vedanta, Hindustan Zinc, and other subsidiaries has gone towards paying debt of the mother company Vedanta PLC in UK. In this scenario, it is very difficult to see from where Vedanta will get money to put in for its 66% equity stake. Though the plant has been announced in Gujarat, and instead there was an hectic competition between Gujarat and Maharashtra. The plant finally went to Gujarat, but the total project cost is about 1.54 lakhs crores. But even if you take 1 is to 1 debt to equity financing, both the owners have to bring in nearly 70,000 crores in equity. While Foxconn is a giant manufacturing of high end electronics and may be able to bring in that money, it is very difficult to figure out from where Vedanta will bring in the money. This may result in this project getting stalled and delayed for some time. But the news coming in is the government has given all its approvals and back end, and it is now up to these two companies to start the process of building a plant and manufacturing. Only time will tell us when this project will take off, how Vedanta's Agarwal is able to manage the cost and is able to bring in the required equity. So this is only a matter of time. The other news that has come in yesterday, Foxconn has agreed to make AirPods and other electrical equipment in Hyderabad. Foxconn has a big facility in Tamil Nadu near Chennai, and this is a news that came in yesterday that Telangana has got a 2,500 crore investment in which a plant is going to be constructed near Hyderabad. So this plant will be built near Hyderabad. The Bhumi Puja was done yesterday. The construction of the plant may take 9 months, and in about 9 months' time, the plant will be ready, and manufacturing and delivery is expected to start next year. This company and unit will also take advantage of the special schemes given to Apple and other hardware manufacturers. Apple has now clarified that in India they will make only three products. They will make iPhones of various types and they will make AirPods. They will not make laptops here or iMac computers here. This is primarily because demand for computers, iMacs, has fallen to India and as shown in the last quarter, has declined across the world. Initially, Apple also announced that they will manufacture iPads in India, but this is not going to happen because the Chinese company which manufactures iPad BYD did not get the requisite approvals and permission from Government of India. Rightly so, because it was a Chinese company and we had other considerations for not giving the license to this company, and BYD is primarily a Chinese company. You must be aware that MG Motors is also not getting permission to increase its equity position in India and is in talks with Reliance and JSW for an equity investment to expand the line of cars and other vehicles in India. This is because of the difficult relationship between India and China and the border solution. The government was expecting that Apple would take advantage of the PLI scheme in hardware manufacture and would manufacture iPads and iPads also in India. This was not to be. The other important development is that Tata Electronics, a subsidiary of Tata and Sons, has hired a 40-year-old veteran from Intel. That is 40-year-old, I mean, he has 40 years of experience in Intel in manufacturing and testing of semiconductors. The plant is now going to be set up in Krishnagiri in Tamil Nadu. This is next to Hosur, about 100 kilometers from Bangalore. This is where the Tata plant is going to come up. This is supposed to be assembling and testing of semiconductors. This project will definitely take off quickly because Tata and Sons is cash rich, and this year alone they have got 33,500 crores in dividends, plus there is a buybacks of several of its companies. So this company is definitely going to take off. Also, Tatas have acquired Winstron's plant to manufacture iPhones and subsequently may make iPads also. So what is now emerging is very clear that Foxconn, which is a Taiwanese company, Tata Electronics and Vedanta have made big investments in India and in Indian high-end electronics manufacturing. So whatever has happened in China, thanks to the Indian government initiatives, there is some traction in manufacturing of Apple products in India, and some semiconductor assembling and testing will take place in India. And iPads has moved to the other big competitor for India, and BYD will manufacture iPads in Vietnam. So this is what is happening in high-end electronics manufacturing in India. Thank you for watching पैसा बोलता है. पैसा बोलता है में आप उपस्थित हुए, ने इस कार्यक्रम को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका बहुत आभारी हूँ. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद. If you like the video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for पैसा बोलता है. पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. मैं सिंगापुर गया था. सिंगापुर में सब भारतीय लोग मुझे प्यार से स्वागत किया, और वो जो मीटिंग हुआ उसमें तो बहुत सारे अतिथियों से मुलाकात हुई और ये तो कंप्लीट सक्सेस हो गया. अगले मीटिंग जून 11 रविवार को हम कोलालमपुर में करने वाले हैं. जो कोलालमपुर में रहते हैं वो मीटिंग में आ सकते हैं और मुझे मिल सकते हैं. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद.